Assalamu alaikum. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. I am Muhammad Yasin. This is virtual class of Pakistan International School, Thaif. This English class is for the students of class 8. The administration of Pakistan International School, Thaif is always struggling to benefit the students in all types of circumstances. Dear students, first of all, I would like to share the books that we shall study in our class 8. There are 3 books you can see. It is Guided English Book 2, New Brighter Grammar 6, and the novel is Kidnapped. This is for reading. Dear students, after reading our today's lesson, we shall be able to understand the passage given in this lesson. At the same time, we shall be able to reproduce this story. Reproduce the story means we shall be able to tell this story to others without looking from the book. At the same time, we shall find some of the words with which we are not familiar to. We shall try to understand the meaning of those words and to pronounce them correctly. Dear students, while reading this lesson, we shall find some of the words. I would like you all try to understand the meaning of these words, because when we shall be reading the lesson, we shall be able to understand what is given there in that passage. We shall find a word armor. Armor is a special metallic clothing that is specially made for the soldiers. At the, in the same way, there is adventure. Adventure is a task or experience which is unusual, exciting, or dangerous. We find the words labors, errands. These are adventures of the Hercules, in fact. Bow. Bow is a weapon that is used to shoot the arrows. Maidens, nymphs are the words written in the lesson. They are young girls who dance and sing. Dragon. Dragon is an dragon is a huge animal. Usually it has wings. It can breathe out fire. Meadow is a field covered by grass. Splash. Splash means move in water while making the drops fly all around here and there. Horrified means extremely shocked or frightened. Cushion. Cushion is a bag of cloth filled with cotton or feathers. Dear students, after having read the meaning of these words, we are able to understand the text given in this lesson. If we look at the first 2 pages, they look like this. You can see on the screen of your computer. In the same way, these are pages 3 and 4. We shall start reading page 1. After reading page 1, we shall be able to answer the questions written on the computer screen on the next page. Dear students, usually in such type of lessons at your level, silent reading is preferred. Students are said to read quietly and try to find out the answers related to the questions, related to the given text. Anyway, as just now you are not in front of me, you are not joining me online also, I am recording this lesson. I shall read it for you. I shall not read word to word. I may leave some of the words. Purpose of reading is to try to understand what is given here in this text. If you want, you can turn off the volume of your computer and read it quietly, then try to find out the answers of the given questions. Anyway, I shall start reading. This is another of the great stories first told long ago by the Greeks, in which gods and goddesses sometimes came to earth and mixed with the people there. Many stories were told of the deeds of Hercules, the strongest man on earth. Hercules is considered the strongest man on the earth. He was said to be the son of the king of all the gods. Dear students, this story is also about Hercules. Holding up the sky. Dear students, once upon a time there was a great Greek hero, Hercules. He was taller and stronger than anyone you have ever seen. On his shoulder he carried a club, and in his hand he held a bow. Club is a long piece of wood. Bow is a weapon, as we read before, to shoot the arrows instead of armor. He wore a lion skin, and instead of a helmet, he pulled the lion's head over his own head. Hercules was the hero of the 100 adventures. I'm sorry. Hercules saved a king. The king was afraid of him. So again and again, he sent him on difficult errands. Difficult errands means difficult tasks, difficult adventures. These errands are called the labors of Hercules because the king ordered him to do such hard and difficult things. Hercules had 12 labors. And this is the story of one of them. One morning, the king sent for Hercules. The king was so afraid of him that he never let him come into the palace. Hercules stood by the gate, and king stood on the wall with 20 soldiers on each side of him to keep him safe from the bow and the club. The king said, "Fetch me 3 golden apples." "Where shall I find them?" asked Hercules. "Yes, boys. Let us see the questions given at the next page. Dear students, what do you know about the story Shirin Farhad? Shirin Farhad. Dear students, in each country, there are old stories, very famous, related to their culture and customs. Shiri Farhad is the story very famous from Turkey to India, even in Iran. This story is told by the people. Very famous it is. One aspect of this story is common to the given story in this lesson. In this lesson, we have found king is afraid of Hercules. After reading the first page, we have come to know king is afraid of Hercules. He is sending Hercules on difficult tasks to keep him away from the palace because he is afraid of him. We find this aspect in Shiri Farhad also. Dear students, Shiri is the name of a woman, Farhad is the name of a man. Farhad was the servant of Shiri. The father of Shiri did not like Farhad. He tried to keep Farhad away from Shiri. That is why he said to Farhad, go and dig a tunnel in a big mountain. The purpose of this task was to keep him away from Shiri. Shiri Farhad is a story, old story that is very famous in different countries. Anyway, in this story, the father of Shiri sent Farhad to dig a tunnel in a big mountain to keep him away from Shiri or away from his palace. The same thing is found here in this lesson also. First question is, what do you know about the story Shiri Farhad? I have told you a little about that. You can read this story later anywhere other. This is found on internet and different other books also. Anyway, second question is, what do you understand by superhuman? As it is clear by the word superhuman, human means human being, super means that is better than others. Superhuman can be better in his height, weight, wisdom, or due to anything else. Who is Hercules? After reading first page, what do we come to know? We come to know that Hercules is hero of adventures. He is a superman. He is better than anybody else. He is stronger than anybody else. What did the king said to Hercules to do? The king said to Hercules to go on several errands. We shall read the answer of this question on next page. In fact, there are 3 apples which he said to bring for him. Yes, boys. Here at the bottom of this page, the king said, fetch me 3 golden apples. It is given here at the bottom of this page. The question is, what did the king said to Hercules to do? The king said to Hercules to bring 3 golden apples. This is question number 4. Question number 5 is, what did the king wanted to why did the king wanted to send Hercules on an impossible mission? Dear students, to bring 3 golden apples is an impossible mission. You know very well, they are not found anywhere. This mission is impossible. Why the king wanted to send him on an impossible mission? This is the aspect which is common between this story and the story which is called Shiri Farha. In fact, the king wanted to send Hercules on this impossible mission to keep him away from his palace because king was afraid of Hercules. What is common between the story Shiri Farhad and the story given in this lesson? As I told you, the common aspect is that in both stories, hero is sent on impossible missions to keep him away. That is the thing. Dear students, this was the first page. After reading it, we could understand the context of the story and we could find the answers of the given questions. Let us go to the next page. After reading the next page, we shall be able to answer the questions given on the left side of this page. Let us read and try to find out what is given at this page. Yes, students, when the Hercules asked the king, where shall I find golden apples? He said, in the garden of singing maidens. Who are singing maidens? Hercules asked. They are singing nymphs, young girls who dance and sing round their apple tree. A dragon guards the tree. I am not afraid of dragons, said Hercules. But where is the garden of the singing maidens? I do not know. No one knows. You have to find it. This is the hardest of labors, answered the king. So Hercules went away. He put on his lion skin and started walking. He walked south. Hercules walked all day and the next day and the next day. He walked all week and the next week, the next. He walked for months. He walked past meadows and cornfields, through the forest and open country, in deserts and waste places. Whenever he met anyone, he asked, where is the garden of the singing maidens? No one knew, and most people ran away. Hercules went on walking. When he was hungry, he hunted. When his club grew heavy, he shifted it from one shoulder to another. When he was tired, he remembered that he was the hero of 100 adventures. At night, he went to sleep by the fire, rolled up in his loin skin. One morning, he saw a mountain far in the distance. One was shaped like a joint man. Joint man, boys, when we say joint, it means very huge, very big. Soon Hercules could see enormous legs, enormous arms, shoulders, and an enormous bearded head. Head, hands, and shoulders carried the sky. Atlas, said Hercules. He hurried. Atlas saw him, and his great voice boomed out. Who are you, stranger in a lion skin? I am Hercules, hero of 100 adventures. I am Atlas, and I hold up the sky. What do you want with me? Where is the garden of singing maidens? Why should I answer you, called Atlas? My king has ordered me to fetch 3 golden apples. I need your help. Atlas, the giant answered, 400 years I have held up the sky. My head and arms are my head and arms and shoulders are ache, all ache. What does it mean? I feel pain in my shoulders and arms. You are the tallest and strongest of men. Shoulder the sky while I fetch the apples. Yes, boys, could you understand the conversation between Atlas and the Hercules? Atlas is saying to Hercules, I shall fetch the golden apples for you, but for this, please hold up the sky. There is a garden, said Hercules. There is a dragon, said Hercules. The singing maidens are my friends and will quieten the dragon. Atlas said, I am not afraid of dragon. Maidens are my friends and no problem. How can I reach the sky? Climb up this mountain beside me. It is my labor to fetch the apples. It is a far harder labor to carry the sky, answered Atlas. Only the strongest of men could shoulder the sky. Now Hercules was proud of being so strong, so he climbed the mountain and shouldered the sky. He soon found the sky very heavy. After a long wait, Hercules saw Atlas returning from the west, where the sun sets in the sea. Atlas got nearer and nearer, and then he held up the golden apples for Hercules to see. Hercules shouted, Many thanks. I am glad to see you, for the sky weighs heavy. Atlas laughed heartily, so heartily that he shook the sea and waves splashed up around him. So the sky is heavy. Hero of 100 adventures, this is the end of your adventures. You can go on holding up the sky, and I will take the golden apples to your king. Yes, boys, at this time we find Atlas is not ready to hold up the sky again. After reading this page, let us try to find out the answers of these questions. Who got the apple tree? We find it here in the text. It is written, a god, a dragon. There is a dragon. Here it is written. You can see it here, a dragon guards the apple tree. What, what does Hercules pass through? Dear students, what does Hercules pass through? Yes, students, the next question is, what does Hercules walk through? We know Hercules walked through the meadows, forests, gardens. Question number 3 is, what did Hercules ask Atlas? Hercules asked Atlas. Hercules asked Atlas about the garden. Hercules asked Atlas where can he find golden apples. What did Atlas say Hercules to do? Atlas said to the Hercules to hold up the sky and he will go to fetch golden apples for him. Question 5 is, what did Atlas say to Hercules when he asked him to hold up the sky again? Yes, boys. When Atlas came back and brought the golden apples, Hercules asked him to hold the sky again. At the bottom of this page, we can see it is mentioned Atlas refused to hold up the sky again and said that he would like to take the apples. He would like to take the golden apples to the king and he would not like to hold the sky again. This is page number 2. After this, there is page number 3. Let us see what is given here at this page. Dear students, it is mentioned here, Hercules was horrified. He shouted, "No, Atlas, you are enormous. You will frighten the king." Atlas took no notice. He strode past. Then at last Hercules was afraid. He thought quickly, desperately, I cannot fight him because of the sky. I must trick him. He shouted, 1 minute, just 1 minute, help, my shoulders are hurting already. Hold the sky for a minute while I make a cushion of my lion skin. And Atlas was simple enough to believe him. He threw down the apples and held up the sky. Hercules ducked down, snatched the apples, and ran. Goodbye, he called. It is my labor to fetch the apples and yours to hold up the sky. For days and weeks and months, Hercules walked east, walking back to the palace. When he reached it, the king was not all pleased to see him, for he had never expected him to find the singing maidens. The king was astonished to see the golden apples. When he heard that Hercules had actually held up the sky for Atlas, the king was so frightened that he gave the apples to Hercules and shut himself up in his palace. Hercules had won the golden apples. Of all his adventures, this was the greatest, for he had shouldered the sky. Dear students, here are some questions that we are supposed to answer. Why Hercules was horrified? Yes, students. Here is the question. Yes, why the king was horrified? The king was horrified because he came to know Hercules could hold up the sky. Why did Hercules say to Atlas when he was going to the king? Because the Atlas did not want to hold up the sky. Who was cleverer, Hercules or Atlas? Surely Hercules was cleverer than the Atlas. Atlas was simple. That is why he hold up the sky again. Why Atlas believe Hercules? Because he was simple. He was not so clever as Hercules was. Question 5 is, what does Hercules do after returning the sky to Atlas? He took the apples and ran away from there. Question 6 is, how did the king respond after looking at the golden apples? He was astonished, surprised. Question 7 is, tell the whole story to your family members. Dear students, after reading this story, I think you are able to read out the whole story to your family members or anyone other without looking from the book. This is your homework. This is your home task. Dear students, we shall end up with this note. See you later in our next lesson. Goodbye.